Hi, Bob Freeman here with MarineMax in Naples, Florida. We're out here in beautiful Naples Bay to show you the 2018 Aquila 36. It's a catamaran style boat and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go through some of the key benefits and features. We're going to start at the stern of the boat. It's powered by twin 300 Mercury Verados. It's plenty of power. These motors are running right now, and I'm going to be quiet just for a second. You don't even hear them. It's absolutely amazing. Plenty of power to get the boat up on plane. A lot of boats like this don't give you a good cruise speed, which this one does. And then in the back, it's also set up very nicely to keep a dinghy. So it's a davit dinghy system, and they actually hang off the back. And as far as if you want to do down to the Keys or down to the islands or that type of thing, it's always nice to have the dinghy to anchor out and hop on it and go. We also have a really nice feature here. It's a great ladder. This extends all the way down in. It's a nice teak step ladder, very safe for boarding. Once the ladder goes out, the cover goes back down, so it's a nice platform and very safe, easy way to get on and off the boat. Then we've got a rear-facing seat, so if you're just hanging out in the back of the boat and people are playing in the back, you've got plenty of room to do that here. And if you're going to maybe do some sunning, all you got to do is you take this and you just slide it back. Now it becomes a sun pad. So beautiful sunning area back here. Seat, both directions, sun pad, very versatile seat. They did a great job with it. Another seating here. We've got the flexi teak on the seat deck rather on the floor. Got the gray color. It's beautiful with the black striping on it. More seating here. Storage down underneath here, and we have a boarding door on both sides. We've got one on port and one on starboard as well. So as we move over to starboard, we've got storage under the sink, nice sink, refrigerator, freezer, air conditioning vents right here. So you've got a generator to power the AC, and you've got the Kenyan grill, which is a fantastic grill. It will cook anything you want, cook fillets on it, no problem. Then the seating area here, you've got storage underneath. You've got fold down tables. So this is just one table like this size if you're not using it. If you are going to sit and eat, you've got a flip up here. You can also come to the back and it flips up. So now you got a really large seating / dining area here. And that moves us into that area. We have plenty of seating. You get the L-shaped seating here. So backrest goes back forward. So nice comfort place to ride. It's a nice lounging area when you're underway here also. Then forward facing seat, storage underneath. Got a large bass speaker, as you can see underneath. The sound system rocks. More than enough sound for this boat. And as we move to the bow, beautiful area up here. If you do want the sun, here it is. So double / triple adult lounger here. It lounges all the way out. On this side, this is how we've got it set up. And on this side, we've got it set up a little bit different. We've got a rear-facing seat this way, which will come down and make this into a sun pad, but you get a nice, comfortable lounger here with your feet angled down. So very, very large, very comfortable sitting area for if you do want the sun. And as we move, you've got the hard top. If you see, it covers the whole boat, side to side. It's a really large hardtop as far as hardtops. You've got a 15-foot beam on this boat. So with a 15-foot beam, you pretty much got a 15-foot hardtop. So it's a really large hardtop, which gives you full shade. And if it was a beautiful day and you did want the sun, it's got a shade. You just come over here, you hit the button, and it opens all the way up. It's a beautiful day out. You got plenty of sun. If the sun's too much, close it back up. Really, really nice feature here. Then as we get into the helm, it's set up with the two Raymarine touchscreens. New state-of-the-art, the hybrid touch. So you've got duplication here, redundancy all the way around. You've got the Smart Craft, which gives you all your temperatures and pressures and RPMs and fuel burns and everything else. It's a computer, so everything you're going to need is in here, and it also will be redundant into the screens as well. Your switches, which are push button style switches, are right here, easily have right in front of you. They light up, so that at night there'll be little blue rings on there, so easily to see at night as well. And then we've got the active trim, so when you get up on plane, this will actually level the boat out and give you an ultimate ride as far as trimming it out exactly the way the boat needs to be. Usually you have to do it, but with the active trim, it'll do it for you. So really nice added feature to it. VHF radio, digital throttle and shift. When you get out of the slip, I hit the one lever, and I'll actually put this one all the way down, and I just use this one, and it'll keep both engines the whole time perfectly synced. So that's much more comfortable as far as the captain driving the boat. If I got to slow down for a boat coming the other way or whatever it may be, when I get back up to speed, I don't have to set the RPMs every time. They're always exactly matched, and that's much better for the boat and the engines. And then the joystick. I love the joystick. It does everything. I have 100% control of this boat. I can turn it this way. I've got the boat running, so I'm not going to use it right at the moment. You turn it one way, you turn it the other, and I've got 100% control of this boat. I want to go sideways, I just push it straight this way, and this boat will go on a lay-along slip, which a lot of them, especially down here, are. It just brings me in sideways, and when I'm all done, slides me right back out. I've got 100% control of this boat. And with the engines being as far apart as they are, I really get a good response on the joystick versus ones when the engines are close together, don't have as much torque with it. So it's a lot more, I get a lot more capabilities with them being as far apart as they are. Then you also have the auto heading. So if I was going to Key West from here, I would line the boat up. It's got a little line right here, and I would face the boat towards Key West, and the line would go all the way out, and I would put it just to the outside marker. I hit the auto heading button, and that'll bring me directly to Key West. I don't have to drive the boat all the way. It's much more relaxing. I can actually enjoy the people that I have on the boat, and just, I'm more a part of the trip than versus just me having to run the boat. And it's much more enjoyable for me and much more relaxing for me. I'll also get there between 20 and 30 minutes faster, because when you're driving the boat, the wheel's going back and forth. You're going like this all the way down to Key West. When you're run by GPS, you're going an exact straight line all the way. So I'm going to get there faster, less fuel, and much more relaxing for the captain. And lastly, where I am right now, you don't know what's on, but we have Skyhook on. So if I'm waiting for a slip assignment and they say a port side tie, I just move off to the side of the channel, I hit the Skyhook button, and we're locked into place right now. This boat is not moving. I mean, we've been here for 15 minutes, and it just sits right here. We got a breeze going, and I can take my time. I can get all the lines. I can get everything. You're not rushing around with your fenders and all that. It's a much more enjoyable and safer way than having people just running and having to come back and move the boat back into position again. So the Skyhook's fantastic. So the whole system just really, I love it a lot, and it just makes my enjoyment as being a captain a lot more relaxing for me. Lastly, let's take a peek. We've got two cabins, one port and one starboard. Okay, we've got two double beds. We've got one port, one starboard. So you've actually got a really nice cabin down here. It's got a fan over here. It does have AC as well. You've got a skylight window above you for extra fresh air. If you're out on the hook somewhere and you just want the fresh air, it's got a screen that covers it over, so no bugs. And you've got a lot of windows. So the windows really give you, I don't have any lights on in this cabin right now. So all the windows are giving us all natural light all the way through, and that leads you into the head. So good size head, again, big window. You actually have a window that opens up in there, and so you can get some fresh air if you need it in there. And so large setup as far as, and we're gonna have pretty much the same thing on the opposite side. So let's go over and take a quick peek. So the boat is set up very, very comfortable for 4 adults. You've got the exact same space over here that we had on the other side. So 2 couples, a couple with 2 kids, plenty of room for 4 people, very, very comfortably. You've got your second head, which is pretty much the same thing on the other side. So all the windows lined up the same, giving us all the natural daylight. And then you've got the second head. So 4 people, 2 heads is plenty. We do have a remote control for the stereo in this. So this is set up as the master in here. So you get the remote control for the stereo. And you've got your breaker panel right here. It's eye level. It's real easy to see and work versus a lot of them are down low and not easy to deal with. So this is a really nice location for it. You've got your AC vents. The AC's blowing. I got the door open and the AC is very cool in here. So the AC works phenomenal on this boat. We have 2 zones. So there you have it. The Aquila is it's a very unique boat. It's kind of a crossover and a catamaran style, but it's very sporty, it's very stylish, and it's just set up with all the amenities that you're going to need to go to lunch. You want to go down to Marco for lunch or up to Sanibel Captiva for lunch. Key West, the islands, it's going to do whatever you want to do, it's going to do it, and it's going to do it very well. So if you have any questions on it, my name is Bob Freeman. Please give me a call at 603-213-1194.